All right, so today we're diving deep, and I mean really deep, into this fascinating Tamil film, Vettaiyan. And get this, our whole exploration is sparked by just one single, super enthusiastic movie review.
Yeah, you know the kind, right?
Yeah.
Where you can practically feel the person's passion leaping off the page, or, well, out of your headphones in this case.
Totally. And what's got me hooked is this isn't just a, hey, go watch this, it's good kind of review. It dives headfirst into some really meaty themes like justice, filmmaking, and even how we tell stories responsibly.
It's the kind of review that makes you think, whoa, there's more to this movie than meets the eye, you know? And one thing that really jumped out was how the reviewer dug into this whole idea of justice, specifically what they call delayed justice versus, get this, rushed justice.
Okay, now that's a distinction you don't hear every day. What's the deal with rushed justice?
Yeah.
It's kind of, I don't know, counterintuitive.
Right. You'd think justice delayed is the real problem. But the reviewer uses this scene from the film as an example. Imagine a crime happens, right? And boom, instantly everyone's pointing fingers, assuming guilt, ready to condemn.
Ah, I see. So it's like the classic mob mentality thing, jumping to conclusions without all the facts.
Exactly. And the reviewer highlights how, even though that initial rush to judgment might feel satisfying, like, aha, we got the bad guy, justice is served, the film really skillfully points out just how dangerous that kind of thinking can be.
Which I'm guessing is where Vettaiyan really sets itself apart. It doesn't just highlight a problem, it takes a swing at offering solutions.
Right. And this is what I find so cool. Apparently, the solutions the film proposes aren't your typical, predictable, seen it a million times kind of answers. The reviewer even hints that these solutions are so thought-provoking, they've actually sparked real-life changes in how some viewers think about justice and due process.
Wow, that's powerful stuff. It reminds me of those really impactful documentaries that stay with you long after they're over, you know? The ones that spark real conversations and maybe even inspire action.
Totally. It's like the film transcends entertainment and becomes something more, something that resonates on a deeper level. And speaking of impactful, we got to talk about this cast, especially Rajinikanth.
Oh, man, Rajinikanth. Just saying his name brings a certain level of gravitas. For those who might not be as familiar, we're talking about a superstar, a legend, an icon, really.
And the way the reviewer describes it, it sounds like Vettaiyan sees him taking on a role that challenges his usual on-screen persona. It's a departure from some of his recent work, like Jailer, for instance, which, if you recall, received its fair share of criticism.
Interesting. So it makes you wonder, what did Vettaiyan tap into that maybe Jailer missed? What's got people talking about this performance?
Right. There's clearly something special going on here.
Mm-hmm.
And as if having one cinematic titan wasn't enough, Vettaiyan also stars Amitab Bachchan. We're talking double the star power.
Whoa. Talk about a dynamic duo. That's like the definition of a power-packed cast.
Absolutely. And the reviewer actually mentions being even more impressed by Bachchan in Vettaiyan than in his recent role in Kalki.
Now that's saying something. So it begs the question, what did the director of Vettaiyan do differently? Did they somehow manage to leverage both of these legendary actors' strengths in a way that feels fresh, unexpected, maybe even groundbreaking?
Yeah, the mind boggles. But getting back to the review for a sec, it's obvious that the director's vision played a huge role in what resonated with the reviewer. They go on and on about how this film isn't just a flashy, entertaining spectacle. It actually tells a story that matters.
It's that age-old adage, a good story well told.
Exactly. And I think this loops back beautifully to what we were discussing earlier, the idea of artistic responsibility. It seems like Vettaiyan could be a shining example of how a film can be wildly entertaining while also being incredibly thought-provoking. Like it uses the medium of film to not just present an issue, but maybe even propose some solutions, inspire some change.
Makes you think about those stories, those books, movies, whatever, that stick with you long after you've finished experiencing them. The ones that get under your skin and make you see the world a little differently.
Absolutely. And you know what's interesting? The reviewer actually calls out another critic, a Telugu YouTube reviewer, I believe, for totally missing the point of Vettaiyan. They even go so far as to suggest that this other critic might be relying too much on preconceived notions or popular opinions instead of engaging with the film on its own terms.
It's that whole don't just take our word for it, go see it for yourself kind of thing, right?
Yeah.
Which, let's be honest, isn't that what a good deep dive should do? It should give you a taste, pique your curiosity, and leave you wanting to explore further.
100%. And what's killing me is without giving anything away, the reviewer just drops these little hints about the solutions the film offers, leaving us with this burning desire to unravel the mystery for ourselves.
So, to sum it up, we started with what seems like a simple movie review, but it's taken us on this incredible journey through the complexities of justice, the power of filmmaking, and the importance of forming our own opinions. Vettaiyan has officially been added to my watch list.
Mine too. And you know what? Maybe after we watch it, we can even hunt down that YouTube review and see what all the fuss was about. Could be fun to compare notes.
Sounds like a plan.